Dallas Flat Tires and the Boston Burgers getting ready, and we get things started on red card hardpoint.
Oh yeah. And just because this ain't the CDL doesn't mean it's any less competitive, folks. Like the
Hmm.
CDL is the end all be all of the Call of Duty scene. As we get things started off, Wally
Oof.
taking down Fury in a beautiful first engagement as Boston Burgers go at it on the P1. Gun Sage sliding out, wants the two-piece. Beautiful job from Gun Sage there as they take over the hill. Quickly contested though. Boston Burgers keeping things interesting already, but yeah, as I was saying, this is a very, very competitive scene, both in from all the way from amateurs to challengers to the CDL. All of these players trying to make a statement, make a name for themselves, and maybe eventually get picked up one day into the CDL. That's what they I would imagine are all achieving for, but right now they got to focus on the here and now as they're all tied up on P1. This is usually what you want to see on a P1 from both sides, Queso, is,
Hmm.
they sort of tag each other on and off the hill, sort of getting a feel for one another's movements and gameplay. No team taking a real distinct lead. It's really on the P2 and P3, the subsequent points after the P1, that we start to see a leader emerge, and a beautiful, beautiful kill feed from the Dallas Flat Tires. A couple of team nades, but all in all, a solid push onto this P2.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how Boston respond to what's been a pretty dominant start from Dallas right now. It's definitely something that I'm making sure to see is just how these teams play well together, because that's definitely going to be a key factor to the success in this lobby.
Hmm.
Just right now, Dallas able to
Oof.
kind of get those kills on that point and keep Boston away. Feels like Dallas are just really, really cautious with the slays, or excuse me, with the deaths that they give up. And in Halo, we say it's not getting average, and I think that Dallas are doing a good job of not giving away a life that they shouldn't be dropping.
Yeah, absolutely. And a solid start here for Wally and Gunsage's seven streak at 7-2, and now 7-3. Gunsage going down. Juan here rotating up, but I just saw them go down. I believe there might be a slight glitch in the naming conventions in the kill feed. So if you're getting a little confused, so are we. As it shows, Gun Sage gets the kill, but it's actually Wally we're watching. It's all a little confusing, but either way, Dallas Flat Tires taking a slight lead over Boston here as we rotate onto the P3. And a beautiful engagement coming in here, jumping around the corner, and Wally, BK, whomever it is, going to work, and unfortunately just gets a little confused on which target they were shooting at as Boston Burgers overwhelm, at least for a little bit of scrap time on P3. But again, the rotations, Dallas is there first and should be able to get set up, has trophy on hill. While here with the shots, it's actually Gun Sage, though, with a solid two-piece. And I'm going to just go with what I see in the kill feed just because that's probably what we're all looking at.
Yeah, right there. Boston are able to make a bit of a statement. It feels like Dallas are taking control of the point really quickly once it spawns up, but Boston are able to really push and acknowledge that the enemy team are going to try to be a little overzealous onto this point. Boston now taking care of their two lives on that hill, as they say, or that hard point, excuse me. Gotta get used to that Call of Duty
The
lingo, but it's
terminology.
yeah, exactly. But right there, just Dallas are able to retake and start scoring once again. And it's they have a great time with the first couple seconds that they get once that point spawns up. But right now we're seeing them really grab time off a point that they had to recontest. And as I believe that that new hard point spawns in, Boston Burgers are there to contest and give us a couple exchanges that are just back and forth, two drop for each team.
Hmm.
And right there, it's still close. We've seen this lead stay around 30 points for team in yellow. And Boston doing a good job of maintaining things close, but it's starting to slip away from them as Quan gets the killing spree right there. Nice little piece of action that we saw based on awareness and movement.
100%. Yeah, Dallas Flat Tires really showing their inflation here, not looking flat by any means. The pistol work absolutely devastating in the mid lane, trying to get set up for this P1 rotation, and it's all Dallas so far in the matchup as they try to extend their lead to about 40 points and slowly creep away from Boston. Rotating up, Fury goes down. There's a three-piece in the feed in favor of Dallas as they continue to dominate. Down here looking for some shots as Sanji and Fury both grab one, leaving Dallas a bit exposed, but they're able to still maintain at least some control and keep Boston off of the hill for now as, again, they continue to climb on the scoreboard. 127 to 84. Boston Burgers have not scored a point yet on this hill. See if they can punch a way through as they get a three-piece. They should be able to hop on for at least a bit of scrap.
Yeah, and watch them just bring that lead again close to 30 points, and then Dallas take the point once again, unless I'm mistaken, because they're doing a good job of defending a push that Dallas might have been a little bit too greedy with, running into the building and getting taken out with not much awareness. Fury able to get some nice kills right there, and Sanji with the killing spree. It definitely is a bit of a statement being made by Boston Burgers, but they're not able to close that lead to within 10 or 15 points. Once they do that, I'll say, okay, we have a lobby back in our hands. But Dallas doing a great job of finding the slaves with a nice two-piece right there from BK.
Yeah, 100%. And you see how critical those kills were. It just takes so much time to rotate on this map to the hill, especially on this P2. You got to run basically clear across the map. Solid two-piece from Sanji is able to break the hill with still a 40-point differential. Gives Dallas plenty of breathing room so they can allow some of these shots and takes to happen. Jeff coming down from the heavens before being taken out. Wally, though, aka BK, taken over as again they continue to pad their lead and keeping that 40-point differential as Boston Burgers should be set up well on the P3 if I'm not mistaken, but it's going to take a lot for Dallas to rotate again across the entire map and break this hill. Should give Boston plenty of time though to maybe play a bit of catch up here, hold the mustard.
Yeah, and for those coming to the stream, this is map 1 of a best of 5 series in our Gold Mix League in the Call of Duty Rec League, the first week of Black Ops 6. So welcome to the stream. Make yourselves be known. Emote in chat right now, and Dallas Flat Tires are doing a good job of maintaining a 30-point lead over Boston Burgers, who are still staying competitive, but just can't find just the consistent slays right there. 2 kills right from Wally right there. I almost want to say Walshy, but no, Wally. And it's definitely going to be a hard task for Boston to find their momentum, but this is just a hard point, and things are so close, and don't count Boston out just yet. This
No,
could definitely
absolutely
slip
not.
away from them very quickly, but I won't be surprised if they decide to just lock in, lean in, drink their energy drink, and just make a bit of a comeback. At any point, Dallas can just get a little too confident here and slay out, like right there. Fury with a nice two-piece by stage to get control of that hardpoint. Gets the 3rd kill right there, and well, oh, with the help of yeah, no, Fury got that kill. Looking at that kill feed right there, I'm needing to keep up with this player right now as they are just dominant, doing it all for their team. Getting another kill and gets taken out by 2 players in yellow.
Yeah, Dallas Flat Tires able to punch through finally and continue to pad their lead. The biggest thing here, and it's still a fairly close game, it can flip at any moment's notice. The thing that Boston is struggling with though is successive holds on hills. They will only get a piecemeal of one hill before Dallas breaks them, or they'll get the scrapped after Dallas gets the majority, and it's just not a sustainable method because again, they've been playing catch up since the P1 and not taken a lead since. They're down by close to 40. Again, with Dallas getting close to 200, Boston is in trouble here, and they need to own this hill and not let Dallas break through them consistently like they have been. They have to set up a solid defensive perimeter because it's just not looking too good for them as Dallas continues to maintain this 40 or so point lead.
Yeah, Gun Sage popping off right there. And well, I was going to say with 27 kills is impressive. Well, now 28. They're tied with Wally for the now BK for the kill leader in the lobby right now. Jeff trying to keep up on the opposing team with 26 well now 27 kills, but just not enough with that KD. I'm also needing to put credit onto Fury. Everybody's trying to sweat. It's just honestly two players on Boston having a hard time keeping up here. Maybe it's a little bit of map knowledge that's lacking or not being completely warmed up, but that's the difference in this lobby. It's just a couple slays and the performance of a couple individual players is definitely going to be massive. You need everybody to pop off in this lobby, be locked in, and be ready to compete. I know these players may not know each other, but they can definitely be supportive and good teammates to each other in these moments. There's only map one of what's going to be an amazing series and an amazing game, and Dallas Flat Tires really getting the rhythm here. But Boston Burgers will not go away without a fight. That lead is about to be at 40 seconds, 50 seconds, excuse me, now 60 and growing right there as BK is trying to close things out. And Nader just trying to make one final statement, say, you will not defeat us without a fight, but gets taken out by BK once again, just playing their life very well. And eventually Jeff trying to get the team in yellow out of that hard point.
Yeah, your main goal is to just try and keep Dallas off of the hill as Boston now find themselves in the exact opposite situation they wanted to be in. I really wanted to see Boston do what Dallas just did there and hold the P1 for a sustained amount of time. And now on the P2, a quick, easy rotation, it seems, for Dallas as they get set up on the outside, looking to take this W here. And they're just 15 seconds away from doing just that as they lock in. There's the three-piece in the feed, make it 4, and it's all but over here, I would have to say, Queso.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Boston to even bring this back with about 3 ticks
No, they're
left
not going to.
for
I'll tell you that.
Dallas.
They aren't. They're not going to make that effort. They got another three-piece in the feed for Dallas. I mean, once you crack into 235 range, it's all but over. It is very, very
Mhm.
rarely will you see a
Okay.
team bounce back in a hard point when the first team to hit 200 is typically the one to win it, and especially
Mhm.
at a differential at 200 to 150, it's very, very rare that the team losing in that situation will come back to take the lead. I've seen it done only a few times before, so it's not
Oh, so it's
impossible.
going to be tough for them to bring it back. So
Yeah.
really looking for them to make a big statement in this game mode. So things are getting started, and right there, first blood
Sanji, opening
goes in
kill.
favor of Sanji, and 2-3 like that go down for Boston. Those burgers are cooking right now, and Dallas are burning rubber. Or
Are the
excuse
team
me,
names flipped?
uh-huh.
I think they might be flipped. Or I'm confused. Fury either way. Got it. Okay. In-game teams are correct. It's just the graphics on our end might be flipped. So give us just five, five shakes of a lamb's tail, and we'll get this sorted out.
Ooh, so
As I
right
believe we
there we
have it
saw that it was actually,
crisp,
yeah,
clean,
Boston taking the first round.
W production in the chat. As Boston does in fact take a first and flawless round here on Skyline. Dallas is human. They can be beaten. We'll see if Boston can stack these rounds together and take a significant lead. And it does not look like it. As Dallas gets 2 opening first kills. Nader gets 1 to trade out. And Quan unfortunately going down. It's now a 2v1 and it's all up to Jeff.
It's gonna be back and forth. I feel like I don't want to say round 11 just yet after we've not even seen the end of round 2, but right now Boston are 3 down. Jeff is the last one, like you said. He's got the weight of his team on his shoulders right now, trying to make something happen while
Trying to grab the
Dallas
ace.
are trying to plant, I believe.
No.
And yeah, Dallas plant bomb at A. We see a nice little dive from Jeff. Didn't really lead to anything, trying to get the information. Maybe being a little too clueless right now, trying to engage the enemy, but gives their
Mm-mm.
positioning away and gets taken
Nope.
out, tied 1-1. And I kind of wanted to take back my comment about the burgers being cooking on the grill, but right there, it's it's someone deciding to hop into the kitchen and say no, no one's cooking today. So it's going to
Pretty
be
much.
interesting to see how
That's
both
that's what
teams
I've been
decide
trying to
to
say.
step in here. Yeah.
That's what I've been trying to say is everyone's cheering for burgers right now, but I'm leaning towards the flat tires if I'm being fully honest, folks. And scoreboard is unfortunately still a little glitch in Codcaster, but hopefully we get a nice fat season 1 update on November 14th and to fix that as it's a speed rush. Fury trying to get past everything. Sage, Wally all grabbing kills, and now a quick 4v2, now a 4v1. My name is Jeff, all alone in the basement, trying to find a way to clutch up, ziplining up to OBJ, and now posted up in the corner waiting for the inevitable end. Although I will quite literally lose my mind if Jeff clutches a 1v4.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Whoo,
Oh,
no, sir.
I
Flat
keep saying it's gonna be
tires, baby.
tough. I
Flat
keep saying
tires.
it's
What I
gonna be
say,
tough.
chat? What I
Uh,
say?
I keep
Wally
saying it's
here.
gonna be tough for
Boom.
the last person to get those slays. When I see that situation, I should probably say GG's. And those
You
tires are
might
really
get
getting
one or
deflated
two, but
right now. But
it's just
yeah.
insanely difficult to clutch a 1v4 in search and destroy in the comp scene, let alone in pubs. Like it is just an insurmountable task almost.
And
Almost.
it's just interesting to see how the response from Dallas when they it's just interesting seeing the response from Dallas when they get their
Hmm.
backs against the wall. They respond really well and decide to engage every situation with the best of intentions. But right there, it's just a situation that they were maybe feeling that confidence and that praise. I was preaching about them and decided to challenge situations that they shouldn't be. And right now, Wally gets taken out, tied 2-2, and I'm gonna say put the brakes just yet. Chat, let's start cheering for Boston as they tie it 2-2. And like I said, it's going to be a back and forth here. And I know, COD's your domain. I know Search and Destroy is your world, but it's going to be a close series. And, my prediction personally is that we go to 5 maps here. So if that counts for anything, I think that Boston will be able to bring something here. But
You might as well
round
just call me
5,
stupid
it's
and
going to be
slap me
interesting.
in the face, Queso. I see how it is.
It's a
All
difference
right.
of opinion.
Anyways,
It's let's debate.
sure,
Let's go
sure. It's
at it here.
debate. It's all handshakes and kissing babies and whatnot. Either way, it's 2-2. Flat tires and Boston Burgers tied at 3 apiece as they trade opening shots. Fury here lurking in the elevator as they try to get a nice flank, and they do. Solid job now rotating up. 2v3. Dallas needs to find their trade as they are very spread out on either end of the map. Now just trying to get set up, pushing in. Gun Sage, got to be careful here. Busting through doors. Gun Sage picked up almost too easily, and BK now in a 1v3. Not looking too good, but it ain't over until it's over, folks. We'll see what happens, but a 1v3, nigh impossible to clutch up, especially on a map as compact as Skyline.
And right now we see BK just trying to have the last hope for their team, but
Oh,
gets taken out with that dark matter camo. Does not get to utilize it that round. And round 5 going in favor for the team in green. And look at that final kill. That's just cheese. That's playing with your food a little bit. That's saying I know you're gonna push this corner and just
pish
waits
posh.
there. That is quite the play we see from that player in this opening week of COD Rec League. So right now things could slip out of control for Dallas Flat Tires as Boston could take a lead by 2 rounds if they take the victory through their defense. And right now,
Mhm.
patience. Everybody's just slowing down, getting their angles. While Yellow still organizing and maybe in the back foot for this round. And they are first blood for Fury right there. Now getting their rhythm, some wind in their sails. Yellow are now going to be in the back foot. Green can be taken out 3v2 right there as 2 players on the map get taken down in quick succession. Now 3 players get taken out. Quan is the last one up, and this should be, yes, that is 4-2 in favor of Boston. And now Dallas starting to sweat and look at each other and say, "Oh no, what's happening? What's happening?"
I think they're going to be just fine. They're floundering a little bit, but it's going to be okay. They've shown that they can win rounds. They've shown that they can go toe to toe with Boston here. Either way, they were very dominant in the hard point. So if they end up losing this one, I'm sure they'll be just fine in the respawn modes. Either way, we're getting round 7 underway as Flat Tires try to bounce back after losing 2 in a row. Boston Burgers just gaining a lot of map control early, and Dallas just letting them sneak through on the underground and taking their routes and just having that map awareness. Nader with the opening first kill. Not looking too good for Flat Tires, but they are able to pick up the trade at least.
Yeah, that is some confidence right there for Boston. You can definitely see the emotion in chat. And it is quite the statement for the team in green here, who were kind of getting cooked in that first map. I say kind of because it was so competitive, but you see so many players on Dallas pop off, and right now when they don't have that objective, when they really need to depend on their pure knowledge, it's tough. A 1v1 on the map right now, Quan versus Fury. Let's do it justice right now, and Boston takes it 5-2. One more map, and they take this one more round, excuse me, and they take this map right there. So before we get in and we see this final kill, nice movement. What are your thoughts? What do you want to see real quickly?
Well, what I want to see is Dallas make me not look like an absolute fool right now and bounce back and win this thing, but it ain't looking too pretty if I'm Dallas. Boston Burgers on a very nice streak, able to clutch up in the 1v1 situation. We're now at a 5-2 match point. Pressure on Boston, though, I think, still to put this one away. You're on defense now. You've been playing good on defense. Just got to keep it up for a little while longer. Fury pushing up, able to get an easy headshot on Gunsage, and now just this insanely fast-paced movement should be able to gain a lot of map control. As Wall is able to grab one quick trades happening in and around the map. 2v3 now. Dallas in trouble, able to tie it up at 2 apiece. Now classic gunfight scenario. Here we go, Queso.
Yeah, this is definitely a nice situation. Feels like a Money Twos lobby that I've been seeing from the CDL pros. I know everybody here is an Optic fan. I'm kind of turning into a 100 Thieves fan. I'm a little bit newer, but that's a conversation for later. Right now, Fury trying to play the angles that they have and being very cautious with pushing throughout the map. And right there pays off as a member of Dallas taking out a 1v1 PK versus Sanji. Sanji needs to step up here and take the map because they don't want to
Down
give
below.
any momentum to the team in yellow. But with that dark matter, Dallas are able to turn off the grill
From
for
the
one
heavens.
more round, and with their backs against the wall, we might see an amazing comeback. But like you've been saying, if a team is down this much, it might be all she wrote. 5-3
Well,
will be a tough
hang on
score
now.
for them to
Hang
come
on,
back from.
Queso. There's something you
Hanging
don't
on,
know.
hanging on.
There's
Okay.
something you don't know about the Call of Duty Search and Destroy scene. The last thing you want to see if you're a team in the lead is a 5-3. It's a cursed number. I don't know why. I don't know who started it. I'm not superstitious, but I'm justitious enough to believe in the 5-3 curse because I've seen many a team be in the lead at 5-3 and inevitably lose it. Gun, Wally grabbing the first 2, and it could be the curse lurking in the background as they take an early 4v2 lead.
Yeah, it's definitely something to take note of as 3
That's
members from
3.
Boston drops. Feels like they definitely were starting to celebrate the round and the map victory, but now are forced back into the lobby for Dallas to start slowly gaining their momentum right now. Fury trying to stay alive. How many times have we called
We
out
got the
Boston?
info. Boom.
Member
They got
last
the info.
up, and just
Got him
not
on stun
enough.
on the hit. He's like, he's in the vents. They took him down 5-4. The 5-3 curse chat. What did I say? Gun Sage had that Sage wisdom pushed down and took him down in the vents. There will be no mission impossible save this time around. Boston Burgers still in the lead, but they did not get the win there. That was Dallas. Again, slight glitches in the system, like ghosts in the machine. We're going to be okay. Dallas trying to bounce back after a tough deficit. We'll see if they can do it here. They won that last round flawlessly, and they get the opening first blood again. Quan taking him down, and now quick trade as we get these gunfights underway.
Wally has the bomb, and Sanji plays their life, almost gets taken out right there. Member drops for Dallas. This could be 3 down if they're not careful. Nope, it's a 2v2
Boom!
out of nowhere.
5-3 curse,
Dallas.
baby. 5-3 curse. What did I say? What did I say? It's all tied up here. Down 5-2. Winning 3 in a row to tie it up in a pretty little bow. You know what the W stands for in Wally? Winning, son. My goodness. I love
I
being right
appreciate
sometimes. Here
I
we
appreciate the
go.
passion.
Round
Appreciate the
11.
passion.
This is my moment, baby. This is my
This is
mode.
I appreciate the passion we're seeing from everybody, from the casters to chat. And shout out to Solo Logan saying it don't matter. Boston overcomes adversity. Oh my lord! Right now it is the adversity. They need to overcome this first blood, but they drop 2 members right after being a little overzealous and
Oh,
3
baby.
down.
Oh,
And you might
baby.
have bragging
1v3.
rights right now. Take the floor, take the microphone to close us out in this round
What happened,
11.
chat? What happened, chat? Oh no, Nader in a tough spot in the 1v3. Can he clutch it up, rotating with the Jackal? No, he gets shot out the window, and it's Dallas by a mile, baby. Woo! Them tires are rolling. 6-5 from the 5-2 deficit. I doubted myself for a moment, but Quan proves me right. Bop, bop, bop. Get him out of here. Is all Dallas, baby. All Dallas as we get things set and ready for Skyline. The pool is warm, the drinks are cold, and a double kill from Boston to start things off makes me look a fool if I've ever seen it. As we get things underway here, they heard me through the grapevine and get on the point first, but quickly get eviscerated the second they step on it.
Yeah, right there. It's going to be Gun Sage swimming. I think it's the first time we see someone actually take a deep dive into the water. Gets taken out immediately by 3 members in green in that kitchen area. Now they have complete left side control from that player's perspective while the team in yellow are scrambling off spawns, getting picked apart right now. And even though the score is 15-3, I was gonna say Boston could take advantage of it, but they don't. It feels like they had good momentum, good map control, but really didn't do much with it. Right now, I must tip the cap off and say that Dallas right there with some nice kills right there are a little
Boom,
bit more
baby.
effective and aware when it comes to taking advantage of the enemy dropping in the map. Nice movement from Jeff. So even if they are down by 25 points, they're still putting up a fight. A little too much emphasis on the kills here, on maybe the style points, maybe play a little bit of of Call of Duty that'll get you more points on that objective, but nonetheless, it's still flashy.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just focus on the OBJ and ignore the movement for a little bit. Everyone's still, I think, getting a little used to the Omni movement system as Dallas takes not necessarily a commanding lead, but a comfortable 30-point lead, gives them some wiggle room as they will rotate to the next hill, but they have solid control of P2 right now as they lock in BK at 9-5 already. Fury right behind him at 7-4 on the side of Boston, but a really beautiful job from Dallas thus far, slaying out, and BK doing a beautiful job at that. As right as I say that, the caster curse comes in and he goes down. Boston Burgers now trying to get set up on the P3, and they should be able to get a solid defensive hold here if they continue to play like they're playing. Fury, absolutely furious, and a 10-5 going on a 3 streak as Jeff and company try to protect. Rotating in on the outside, a solid hold so far from Boston as they're cutting away at this Dallas lead.
Yeah, and right there, Dallas getting picked apart in their spawn, but do enough to take out the enemies they're pushing and playing with aggression and confidence now. Feels like the team in yellow are starting to fall, but they're just doing enough.
No.
It really is a testament to to their performance as a team. It feels like they give up deaths, but those deaths are deaths that they're giving up intentionally, right? It feels like whenever I see their body drop, it's after a big performance right there. Nader having to step up is only 7-9, but has a nice 2-piece, if I'm not mistaken, onto the enemy, or a nice little nice damage, I should say, because that definitely was done. 73 to 40 is the score with
Beautiful
about
rotation
4
from
minutes
Dallas.
left. And yeah, Dallas already on that next point.
Yeah, again, you just got to maintain your holds on these hills. Gun Sage on the flank, able to quickly clean up, and that's actually Quan grabbing those kills. And a beautiful 3-piece. Rich homie Quan would be proud. R.I.P. Rich homie Quan, but a beautiful 3-piece as they take a 50-point lead, looking to crack into triple digits first, bobbing and weaving, turning and burning, trying to get some more, and just a phenomenal 3 streak once again for the Flat Tires as they do crack into triple digits, and it's a full kill differential between these two teams now. And it's going to be a long, long, arduous road to climb if Boston wants to get anywhere close to tying this thing.
Yeah, and right now I think we're seeing mentality be a big factor right now. It's the first week of a mixed league, and it feels like Dallas are 2 maps up, gaining their steam, 60 points ahead, and Boston are just running out of that gas in their tank. And I
Hmm.
feel like they'll be confident because they're definitely gonna be a team that gets victories throughout their season in their league. But this is
Hmm.
just a tough series to open up with. A 3-0 is not going to be a great taste in the mouth, but I hope everybody keeps a positive attitude and contributes to the team in some capacity. And in
Mm.
Boston will be a nice
Oh,
little team to
who's
compete
heaping on the
against.
praises of flat tires now? Exactly. I called it from the very beginning. From the very first matchup, it was going to be Dallas, baby, and they're leading by 50 once again. Boston still putting up a good fight on P1, but is going to be, again, a very long way to go before they take the lead. Fury going down, and it's a three-piece in the feed for Dallas as they try to get set up on the P2 rotation, and they're all over it. These rotations are immaculate from Dallas right now. They're able to go from P1 to P2 almost flawlessly as Boston continues to struggle to gain a foothold in this matchup. Nader, last one close, is able to pick up two, but quickly goes down. And again, the setup is there for Dallas. They should be able to defend on the piano. Sanji trying to get up close, but unfortunately, it's an absolute slaughter on the piano as Dallas looks to take him to the 100-point club. And I think they just might do it here. But a solid three-piece from Boston punches a slight hole in Dallas's plans, but still, the pressure is still coming from the flat tires.
Yeah, and I think if I had to make one final reflection just on the strategy that Boston could play a little bit better, I have the
Hmm.
privilege in the Halo world of listening to Optic Formal and his perspective, and there's a lot of there's the word that he says, or a couple words that he says, and that's
Hmm.
useless damage, right? He's doing damage on the map, but it's not leading to anything being gained for the team. Boston
I
are a great
see.
team. They have a great gun, and right now they're doing a good job of contesting those points, but it just feels like when they get slays, those really clutch slays, it's away from that objective, and that's leading Dallas to have so much space and opportunity when they drop 2 members or 3 members. They're saying, hey, they didn't get us on the objective. They didn't actually do anything with those slays. They were just
Yeah.
kind of like filler. So I think if Boston can just take a step back and realize that
Hmm.
they're still close. Like even though Dallas have a kill lead and we're seeing some flashy plays right now, Nader
Hmm.
is still doing a really good job of staying alive in in the kitchen area and
No,
still being a
absolutely.
pest. And right there, it's just a story.
Yeah, no, we've
Just a
seen it
couple
a
small
couple times
tweaks.
on this. Yeah, we saw it a couple times on this hill. There's two down in favor of Boston, and they're able to get on the hill. Can Fury hold, though? This is a critical 1v1 he's having on the hill, and he's able to secure it. So we needed to see more of this from Fury, who just got the team slay and just slayed out. But there's an 80-point differential. They get the rotation across the map, and a beautiful job at that, but how long can they maintain it? This is the critical hill. If they don't hold this here, it's game over. This is where I need to see Boston
Oh,
step up,
Fury.
and they are doing a really good job of doing just that. Quan and Gunsage, though, are storming the gates. Fury trying to do everything they can to defend until backup arrives from the respawn, and they're doing an incredible job here. Can they maintain it, though? That's the big question. This is a critical hill. Quickly gets contested and immediately defended. Nader with a big two-piece, but a team kill could spell disaster.
Yeah, right there. It's just
And
close.
it's broken. Unfortunate there. They really needed to hold that hill. If they still have potential to re-break and retake this hill, but they needed to get every second of this one, and unfortunately, it looks like they're not going to, Queso.
Yeah, it was close, and I know you were kind of saying the 100-point club, but that lead
Hmm.
has been reduced, and Boston just able to bring it back and still be competitive. But as we tick 200 points, that might be all she really wrote. But no, Boston Burgers are able to stop that point 199, so that 200 mental mark is still not hit. So this could be a real final stand by the team in green as we see one member get a kill, but then they drop
There it is.
in exchange 2 for 2 right now, and just Jeff, his name is just trying to do the best that they can to just keep this competitive. But it's gonna be a massive hill because if they bring this back, oh my God, the story
It
that
would be
could
very
unfold. But It's most
Storyline
likely
is
not gonna
there,
happen at
but
this
I
point.
I don't know if Burgers are going to be able to fulfill it. Quan here on the outside, BK grabbing another. They're trying to set up for the P2 rotation as time runs out on the pool side. Fury in the kitchen, cooking, gets a two-piece, but not enough to defend that flank fully. And now two of Burgers players on the hill trying to defend, and they do get the three-piece. Huge hill here for Boston. They just got to set up and hold the line defensively, and they are slaying out as it's a mad dash from Dallas to try and get there. Gunsage pushing up, can only grab two, cannot clear the hill, but BK coming up through the elevator takes the zip line.
Oof.
Again, only getting one. No definitive break from Dallas, but they're punching off of Boston, and there we go. Quan getting on the hill, and Dallas should be able to get within striking distance of the W and put this one away and prove me right, baby.
Yeah, I think it is interesting to note that once Boston started doing exactly what I was criticizing them for like a couple points ago about that useless damage, feels like once they started focusing more on that point, it really started paying off. Two members of
100%,
the team in
absolutely.
green are dropping 30 bombs right now. They're leading the lobby in slays right now, but they can't really put it all together because of those collective KDs and that collective teamwork. Dallas are just using their intelligence, frankly. This is a very smart performance that I'm seeing from Dallas. They could have definitely made this series competitive if they made mistakes, but Dallas really a locked in team, and I see really what you're saying throughout all of this series, which is why you're going to be right on this prediction. But
Beautiful
right now,
three-piece.
it's
Boom.
just
Team
it's just
wipe.
tough.
Done. Dusted. Call it. Flat tires in three, baby. There ain't no game five. Burgers are cooked. They're chalked. They're 86. Get them out of the kitchen. 244, a last ditch effort, but it ain't going to be enough. As it looks like the flat tires will keep on rolling, rolling, rolling.
Yeah.
250, 175, if I'm not mistaken, and a solid GG's either way. 185, excuse me. So it wasn't exactly right on my prediction, but 250 to 185 is pretty darn close to 250 to 202. I said it was going to be competitive, did I not? Did I
Yeah.
not, Queso? But who
You
took the
did. You
W,
did.
chat? Who took the W? Who's right? Is Big Papa Big Rich X?
Definitely.